So, I want to first talk about Kendrick Lamar's "Sing About Me." I'm dying of thirst. It's a pretty long song. It's about 12 minutes, actually more, a little more than 12 minutes. It came out almost 14 years ago now. The song itself is split into two, and I've heard it before, sections, but I guess with this assignment, listening to a song over and over and over and over again, you kind of have to take in, I guess, how the artist creates this tapestry. And in Kendrick Lamar's case, what I learned with doing research is he became religious. He's originally from LA. He grew up in the inner city, as they would call it, the hood, where prostitution and gang activity was common, and it's a never-ending cycle. So this particular song actually illustrates, the whole album actually illustrates what that's like and what his experience was like. And he uses storytelling from a brother who lost his younger brother to gang violence and is overwhelmed with anger and pain and wants to go out and retaliate. He tells the story of a prostitute who tells graphic stories about things that have happened to her and that are normal, right? Getting raped by multiple men. If she's gonna learn anything, it has to be beaten into her. And then she's talking to what I believe is Kendrick in the particular part of the verse, and she just sees every guy as a transaction. And as Kendrick realizes that, he's kind of like walking away. And it's interesting how the technique he uses in the song to illustrate that, because her voice gets lower and lower. And I forget the particular lyric. I know I'm not supposed to look at notes, but I guess what stuck with me is how the song itself uses her still talking and trying to make a transaction and her voice slowly fading away, right? And Kendrick is just distancing himself from it. And then he goes on to kind of to tell his own story, what it could have been if he didn't let himself, if he let himself get distracted by the drugs and the gang activity. I have to admit, many times as I'm listening to the song, I felt really, really sad as I'm taking in, what's being expressed, right? I know I mentioned pain earlier, but I also get a sense of like wanting to be remembered